What's up, Judah? Coming to y'all with another video. I gotta get ready for work. But to this guy, this video is for you. I'ma tag you in this video, and hopefully you don't hit me with a copyright because usually that's what happens when I debate somebody. You know, they hit me with a copyright instead of debating me. But to the people listening, especially to my subs, I used to be like this guy. I used to be like this guy. And let me explain what I mean. When I started my channel years back, right? Um, I was stubborn, you know what I'm saying? I had people try to teach me things and I ignored it because it's a lot of deception in the world. And he's one of those types. You know what I'm saying? He exposes the New Testament, you know what I'm saying? He has a lot of videos that are similar to mine. Um, he claims to be Judaism and stuff. All right. And I can make a video about Judaism much later. And he claims to believe in the same God I believe in, which is the God of Israel. That's God Almighty, the creator. But one of the things that he forgets about the Hebrew God is that the Hebrew God hates man who are prideful, who think they know everything. And I used to be like that. That's why the Lord, which is the name, the Hebrew God, this is why in the Old Testament he preaches about being humble. All right. And in fact, in one of the verses, the Lord said, you know, when you humble, when you come to him being humble, he gives you wisdom. So again, just to show y'all what I mean, he made a video about Noah's flood. And in the video, he was saying that the Egyptian culture was still around after Noah's flood. And so you can see my comment right here. I said, hey, man, you know, keep exposing them and stuff like that. But I warned him never put a time on the so-called Bible, especially the Hebrew Bible. And the reason I did this is because the Lord is smart. If y'all read the Hebrew Bible, the Lord never puts a time on when these events occurred. So nobody knows how long Earth was created. All of this stuff is man-made stuff. This is why you hear these astrologers and, you know, these liars. They say that Earth was created millions of years ago, or they say stuff like the dinosaurs were on Earth and then it was destroyed by an asteroid. These people don't know how long Earth has been around. They don't. And I explained to the guy that only in the New Testament do you have things such as hours and minutes. I even did videos a while back exposing this stuff. All right. So, you know, I explained this to him. First thing he said to me is, you don't know the Bible at all, and time does exist in the Old Testament. So nice try, yada, yada, yada. Um, See right here. He doesn't know when the flood happened. He's just talking. He's just talking. Then he calls me naive. He says he knows more than me. Again, you believe in the Hebrew God that goes against what he believe in, being prideful. Okay? Because I don't think you're a dumb guy from listening to your videos. I don't think you're dumb. All right. Then he started naming how long Adam been on earth and how long Jacob was on earth and when he entered Egypt, and Egypt, they was in Egypt for 430 years. So what does this have to do with anything? This is all mumbo jumbo stuff. Let me make this clear to everybody that's listening to this video. A lot of things today, what y'all call the new world, that's another thing. People make me laugh when they say they're trying to bring in the new world. The new world has already been here. In fact, the new world was established when they took God descendants, when they took not his descendants, but they took God people as slaves. Let me explain this to y'all, right? When we look at the world today, everybody has their own set of, how can I put it, their own different ways of living. Like Chinese New Year's is different from America's New Year. They start their New Year different from our New Year. Some people, like in Iran start their New Year in the spring. That's really how it's supposed to be, because in the Hebrew Bible, spring brings the start of the new year. Okay. Some people start their beginning of the week on a Monday. Some people start their beginning of the week on a Sunday. Nobody knows the exact time. Example, we have leap year in America, which means every 4 years we get an extra day or two added on the calendar. Nobody knows the exact day. So for this guy to be on online claiming he knows when these occurrences happen, it's all made up. Again, you are so naive about our history. He thinks he's actually the descendant of Jacob. But we're not going to get into that, right? Again, because I don't want to make this long and I got to get ready for work. When people start making these super long comments and paragraphs when it comes to the Bible, they're just talking, they're just making up stuff. This is something Hebrew Israelites do, the cult camps. When you having a debate with a Hebrew Israelite, they start typing up a bunch of random stuff and putting in random Bible verses to try to seem smart to the masses. And that's what this guy is doing. Just to, I had to make this video alone just to show y'all something, because he wrote all of this just to be wrong. Again, if you go to Genesis, right, and the Lord is speaking to Noah and his sons and all that, right? We can go to Genesis 10, the tables of nations. So again, Egypt became a nation after Mesorim. Mesorim will be Egypt pretty much. And they're descendants of the Hamites. So this is after the flood. This is after the flood. So he made this whole video just to be wrong. And again, if I'm wrong about the stuff that I'm saying to y'all, you can feel free to comment below in the comment section and I'll get to you when I get to you. But you can just go to Genesis 10. Egypt wasn't even a nation until after the flood. So how can they be wiped out during the flood when they wasn't even brought into existence yet? So again, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce your name, but I will tag you. If you want to have a debate discussing this matter, we can do that, since you claim that you know more than me. Again, when it comes to this Bible stuff, bro, I take this stuff serious. It's not a game to me, man. It's not a game to me, because I really love my people, if you know what that means. I really love my people. But all right, y'all. Y'all take care, man. I'm out.